Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Monday, the 18th of October 2021. I've shuffled, so I will cut. This is a major arcana reading. Hermit in the reverse. Sun in the reverse. And the Star. Well, I did shuffle and this is what's come out. Okay, very happy to see the Star here as ever. There's something still bugging us. There's a hangover from the weekend, but there is movement. We had the Hermit and the Sun in reverse for the weekend reading. Something not completed, something not fulfilled, some sort of desire not fulfilled, something we've thought about possibly for a long time, or certainly very deeply, not fulfilled, and yet hope, real hope here in the Star. And perhaps there's a sort of shift in the energy, a decision perhaps to not focus on whatever this is. In the Sun in reverse, we have the happy couple here, we have the union, we have the happily ever after, we have the proposal accepted, we have the deal agreed, we have the contract signed, we have everything tickety-boo, signed, sealed and delivered, but it's in the reverse. But somehow we are fine, okay? And we're so fine that we're just kind of bursting with fineness here. With the pouring of the spirit fluid from these two vessels is absolutely lovely. And not even having to look at what we're doing. This is like the Temperance card kind of really shifted onto a very open basis, because in the Temperance card we have the same two vessels, but we have a closed circuit, and we have the angel watching very carefully what's happening as she pours the fluid from one vessel to the other. Here, she ain't even looking, man. And she's not an angel, she's a person. This is very human. This is beautiful, endless optimism of the human spirit, so much that we can just pour it away because it will come back. It's cyclical. This is optimism. It's absolutely lovely, but it's quiet optimism. It's not, it's not demonstrative. It's private. It's a wonderful feeling of privacy and not solitude necessarily, but just, in the privacy of one's own mind. We are full of hope and full of optimism and full of faith. Beautiful. What a contrast. Let's see what we can see, what this contrast is about. I see the Lovers. Now, this card used to be called the Change. And it's about having to decide. We have the young chap in the middle here who's having to decide between being his mother's son or being this young lady's paramour, lover, husband maybe. He's having to take this decision. It's a paradigm shift. And helping this process along is the little cherub here who fires the arrow, and once that arrow finds its mark, whoosh, all bets are off. And it doesn't matter. You can sit and you can say, well, if I do this, then maybe this, but if I do that, then maybe that. Bottom line, with this little fella in the picture, we know exactly what we want. We know exactly what we want. Whether we get it or not is another matter, but we know what we want, and we just want it. We want what we want, what we want. And that, I would wager, is what is fueling and kind of underpinning this optimism and hope and faith here. Ow. Oh, lovely. Let's get another. Oh, righty-ho. Haven't had this for ages. The Tower. Right. Well, looks like quite a busy day. Because we've got all this kind of stucky energy, but we just got this like vein of real shining hope running through it. It's to do with a choice. But like I said, you know, he's here. It's not really a matter of choice. Not really. It's out of our hands. We want what we want, what we want. And it looks like something is coming in from the outside to kind of shake things up. And it really is from the outside. I would say we don't have to lift a finger for this. We really don't. It is coming like, you know, nobody made this lightning happen. It just happened. Something's just gonna happen. Or perhaps we wish it would. Perhaps we're hoping it will. But we're not taking any action in regard of this. Now, I don't like making predictions about these things, but that's the kind of energy that is around. The Tower. Sudden change. Unbidden, unorganised, unarranged, unordered. Okay? Just happens. Maybe we would quite like it if that happened. And Judgment. Okay. Wow. Something in this has been brewing for a long, long time. There's something being buried, perhaps for a very, very good reason. I mean, we bury the dead for a good reason. Don't want to leave them lying around. Much better to bury them, and they can stay there for eternity until this trumpet gets blown by the angel of judgment, and then it's all coming up again for a rerun, for a re-examination, for a appraisal. There's a really deep reappraisal going on here, and there's the energy of swiftness and things being out of our hands in this. So there's some pretty dramatic energy. I mean, the Tower's always dramatic and Judgment is always dramatic. And I see something filled with hope in this. And with the feeling of something just being right. Okay, I've got the words tread carefully going through my mind. Tread carefully with this, because there could be a bit of a sweeping away of one's sense of responsibility and one's sense of caution. Okay, so just be aware of that. Things might move pretty quickly, and when this little angel, this Eros, this Kama, which is where we get the Kama Sutra, sorry, this little spirit of desire with his arrow, when this one is around and the Tower is around, and this angel who blows the trumpet to bring up what we know is buried underneath, no matter how sensible that burying was, when that comes up again, it's very, very powerful. So do just bear that in mind. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.